So whenever we want to see data in PI DataLink, so all this data here, it starts with knowing what data we want to look for, right? So that comes in from PI search. Search is what allows us to find what data items we actually want to look at. So all this text here and all this text down here, that's all from search. So understanding how search works and what you can do with it is pretty important. So to demonstrate, we're going to go over to a clean sheet and we're just going to search a bunch of things and show what you can do. So to start off with, when you click on search, you're brought into this dialog. And let's go home. And you'll see first off, it's divided into two types of options here. One, these are the classic PI data archive servers. So if you want to search by PI tag names, that's where you want to go. You'll find your PI server name in this list. Next, we have PI AF, which allows you to browse your PI system based on the asset structure. So what's the form? What's the organization of your plant? And you can find your data through that. That's what we'll do first, and we'll come back and we'll look at some PI tags. So we click on our AF server, and then we can just browse in. Big Creek is what I'm looking at. Big Creek Power Plant. And this is the asset structure. I'm just diving in and digging in, seeing what's underneath each one. And I see I have a gas turbine here. And that gas turbine has quite a few attributes right here. And if I select one and say OK, the text of that is put onto my sheet. And it's the whole line of, it's the whole path to the final attribute that I'm interested in seeing, the exhaust gas temperature of my #1 probe. And then what I can do with that is I can link it up to a current value. So I could just link it up to a PI tag or an output by giving current value that as a data item, asking for the time, and I get a data out. Pretty simple. Now if I wanted to do the same type of search but you do it for a PI tag, I would simply go to one of my PI data archive servers and I'm going to search for a PI tag. And I can see, okay, on this server I do have a couple to their sinusoid, and I could also just change what I'm searching for. So this is just like a classic PI tag search. You can use wildcards in this field here, and you can use the same types of restricting filters, like what point type it is, what engineering units, extended descriptor. Once I find the one I want, I'll say OK. And again, it's put onto my sheet in much the same way, server name, tag name. And I can open up a current value, just click on that as a data item, and I get the value right there. So that's the basics of searching. It's how you could search for a PI tag like this, or we can dive into our PI AF tree and we can just use our understanding of how our plant is organized to find the attributes that I want. And I don't need to know all the PI tag names.